If I were in the NBA, choose an outrageous call that ranks high on the list. This game must be my first choice. Various double standard whistles. The outrageous scale of indulgence is eye-opening. Even hair pulling, which is strictly prohibited in the UFC. I can turn a blind eye and close one eye. It seems that Harden only had 4 fouls. If strictly punished, he alone will have 20 fouls. Penalties in Game 2 between Thunder and Spurs. How explosive. This video provides detailed explanation. Restore the game process and enlarge the penalty details. Hello everyone, I am Wang Yuan. May 21st, Beijing time. NBA Playoffs Western Conference Finals G2. Spurs lose to Thunder. The two sides tied with a big score of 1-1. Judging from the performance of both parties, Thunder performed well on offense. The Spurs made too many mistakes. Plus Fox is not here. It's no surprise that the team loses. But what is really criticized is the penalty in this game. If we look at the data after the game, both sides committed 21 fouls. I can't see anything fishy at all. But you who have watched the game process, you know how infuriating the penalty is. It is said that modern basketball has begun to marginalize the inside line. Let's look at this marginalization. Is it the player's fault, or was it caused by the referee? From the beginning of the game, the Thunder are targeting Wembanyama's constant little moves. In particular, Harden has the ball end and the ball free end. Keep using NBA official rules. Prohibited foul play. To harass the opponent, the arm clamping action runs throughout the entire scene, beside Wembanyama, full of Harden's tugging and pushing. Whether on the ground or in the air. The referee seemed to be dissatisfied with Harden's actions. More of an encouragement. Until this time the Spurs were called for a defensive foul. The coaching staff is very dissatisfied. Start the challenge. And the playback is clear. Of seeing offensive players before shooting. Harden's foul action on the off-ball end. In the end, Harden's foul challenge was changed and the challenge was successful. In other words, if it were not clearly displayed to everyone on the big screen, the referee chooses to ignore this type of action. Why do I say that? Keep looking down. Then when Wembanyama blocked the shot, foul for reaching forward and making physical contact with the shooter. But we look back. When he takes off, Harden illegally grabbed Wembanyama with his hands again. Push your right arm downward. Causes the balance of the jumping player to be affected, causing the left leg to lift. In other words, this is still Harden's first foul. If the Spurs choose to challenge, this will still challenge success. Come on friends, let's take a look at rebounding competition and key positions. These outrageous push and pull actions. Is it a foul action to pull the arm clamp? You can't explain. 2.6 meters tall on a court. A player who is like a landmark on the field. The movements on his body that were so obviously violated. These so-called professional referees cannot see it. And conversely, a clean shot was blown. Wembanyama's third defensive foul. Spurs choose to challenge. The challenge was successful again. He swung it round and gave the referee a second slap in the face. You could say the Spurs didn't play well offensively. But Hartenstein can even defend against screens and drag Wembanyama with him. But the referee just didn't call it. In turn, continue to pull the defender during the offensive screen. Nor blowing. Harden was dunked. Let's see what he's doing with his hands. The 2+1 dunk of the century only gave 2 points. Harden was only whistled for 4 fouls in the game. According to our incomplete statistics, at least 20 fouls. On him alone. Is this too outrageous? Could it be that except Harden, are other people kind-hearted? Obviously not. Caruso pulls. Pushing Wembanyama to jump in the air is pampered. The standard foul action of pushing forward with both hands is gone this time. Caruso's top knee steal was invisible to the referee. Fast break. Defender's standard sideways movement to block. Not chasing either, but the ball was called out of bounds. Blocking a personal foul and not calling it. No ball, no pulling, no blowing. You might say, the referee's call scale in this game is so good. Let's turn around. The Spurs were strictly penalized for similar actions. let us feel that the whistle in this game is extremely bad. We respect the referee, but they can't treat the fans like fools. Come and see this epic dive. If Harden's hands moved earlier, the referee thinks it is legal. Barnes remains stationary in the front court. The hand is in contact with Egregious inside the cylinder. The latter flew 4 meters away as if struck by lightning. Let's see the replay. This standard deception, foul, and diving action. Tony Brothers referee called an offensive foul. The whole world is in an uproar. What's even more explosive is the next ball. Fourth quarter game, Castle fought for the ball in the front court and then fell to the ground. The referee ignored him. Through replay we can clearly see Castle gets the ball. At this time, he maintains a favorable position to obtain the ball, and Haddon continued to pull Castle's hair with his right hand. Bring down Castle. To know that in football matches, I've seen people with hair pulled out give them red cards. Even kickboxing UFC, pulling your hair back is strictly prohibited. And in the basketball game, this obvious intentional pulling above the head. Injurious flagrant foul. It happened right in front of the referee's eyes. Not even a common foul. This missed call directly led to the change of ball ownership. Helped the Thunder get offensive rebounds. Scored a three-pointer to open the score. So that's why I put this game in. NBA reasons for the top 3 darkest moments in basketball history. And compared with my evaluation, American fans are obviously more direct in their evaluation. I hope this issue will be interpreted. Everyone in front of the help video, understand the actual whistleblowing content of this game. If you think what I say makes sense, welcome to like, collect, and forward. Thank you for your attention. I am the King's Perspective. See you next time.